plays in this game on the Time Attack leaderboards, because stuff like that found out day one. So, yeah, really, I think a game that was designed very well for speedrunning. All right, so this is another little... we're going to play with Dixie, but this can be a cranky level. Also...
Yo! Yeah!
So what we just did there is called the Kong Pao. It kills like all the minor enemies on screen, so not including bosses. With Dixie, it gives you those gold hearts that give you an extra hit. So it's basically just a backup strat.
All right, so if you want to become a legend at this game, do this level with Cranky in an RTA at the very end of the run. As you can see, he's on cycle there. You can switch to him. Crunches, the idiot who decided he was going to start using them. How much time you save there, Cruncha?
Perfectly, it saves 3/4 of a second to use.
Also, I say that idiot lovingly. This bounce is really dumb. If you screw it up, you die. Nice.
Good. Oh, man.
Oh, that pop off the
God.
walrus is real good.
Yeah.
He sets up that little section very, very well.
Oh,
That's okay.
He had
the
an
bonus
extra.
start. That's why we Kong Powed.
yeah.
He's going to take damage intentionally up here to skip an entire little electric vine section here. Yep, just get right onto that platform. That's the only section where you need Cranky, where Cranky can't make it faster than Dixie.
Nice.
That was good.
And say goodbye to Dixie for the rest of the run.
And
That's it for Dixie. Also, Diddy was over with like an hour ago. So shout outs to Diddy, our bad. Unless you're bad like me and use Diddy on the final boss. It actually is runner preference who you use on the final boss, but Cranky you've already got, so it doesn't really matter.
Cruncha actually figured out a while ago that you can increase the hitbox of the bosses, the last boss, using Cranky's cane. So in some ways it could make it easier. So some people prefer it for that reason.
All right, so Goldfish, what do you think of this level?
This is the absolute worst level in the game because the design is like it intentionally slows you down and you have to use Rambi.
Yeah, Rambi's not very good. So again, we're going to switch back to Cranky here, and any of you who came in a little bit later, it's pretty subtle, you might not notice it, but we are forced to use Rambi throughout this entire section, because like walls like that can only be broken with Rambi.
So you're gonna see that I'm gonna be pogoing as much as I can. Again, the same as the other Rambi levels where you lose 0.25-ish seconds
Every
to
time,
run.
yeah. Yeah, every time you start back up a run, then you are losing 1/4 of a second. Might not seem like that big of a deal, but every time he pogos, think about that's 1/4 of a second lost if you're not using Cranky. And once again, shout-outs to David Wise and his amazing soundtrack for this game.
This song is really boss.
Shout-outs to Snowmad's theme, or as I like to call it, the Nomad's theme.
Nomad's theme. Wow, really
He
good.
pretty much did that frame per. If he missed it, it would have been bad news, Bears.
Good
Cool
combo
straps.
section.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so you see he had to wait a lot for falling platforms there. Just standing and waiting.
oh my God.
Why would you ever do that?
Because it's faster, man. Sway again. Two.
Oh, no!
Trigger happy, that's my bad.
Sorry.
So that's a good example of me wanting to go fast and the game just won't let me.
Yeah.
That's okay, I get to do that scary jump again.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So, like, if you notice subtly here, you might notice on each of these jumps, each of the little startups for Rambi is kind of slow. Again, 1/4 of a second every time. That's why Cranky is real good for this level. Is that another IL you've got?
Not anymore.
Okay. Momo's got that one, all right.
Let's
good.
not press anything.
Also, Rambi's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to wait a really long time for those to get out, and everybody messes that up very commonly.
Yeah.
So we were playing Smash Bros before this, and according to the scale of that game, Randy's like twice the size of Bowser. So that's pretty sick. Because Donkey's actually bigger than Bowser in that game. All right.
So I just wanted to give shout-outs to the fact that we're up to max viewership of about 115,000 viewers, which beats out the max viewership from last year, HGQ 2014, which was at 110K, and we're just getting started, so.
That's huge.
So 115,000 people watch me die because I pressed a button by accident.
So many unfollows in that moment. All right, so final boss. Who wants to take final boss? Who wants to explain how this idiot works? All right. So,
Nobody likes Frederick. You can take it, Spike.
all right, Lord Frederick. So the way I equate this boss to another speedrunning boss is it's kind of like Bowser throws at the end of Mario 64. It's an inherently really simple thing you have to do. You just gotta throw him in 3 bombs and the game's over. Like, it's whatever. You do it a million times. You gotta jump on this dude's head like 9 times, which watching it, you might think that it looks pretty easy. However, his hitbox is deceptively smaller than it looks like. His shoulder pads or shoulder blades is really where you need to hit him. Like, because his hitbox kind of curves away from there, and you miss him a lot. So any miss on him wastes like 1 minute because you have to go through an entire another cycle with him. So you want to get all 3 hits on all 3 phases. Also, a little bit of RNG here, we think. Sure. It's random how many times he'll jump there.
So something to note, you'll notice that he threw the one animal very, very quickly. That's trying for what we call early throws, where you basically toss it, the first one, and hope that he just accidentally hits it. It also has a chance of triggering that little like teeter-totter animation where he kind of walks over to the left, which is much faster than him continuing to do the 7 or 8 jumps.
The ice dash dancing.
But he doesn't go for it on this one because the penguins spawn very, very far away from him. He will go for it on the 1st and 3rd cycles. Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Back up.
good. Nice.
All right, so for each of the hits, the 1st through 4th hits, he moves pretty slow, including this one. This 5th hit, he's going to move at a medium speed, and you're dealing with ice physics this entire time. And then on this hit and the final 3...
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's, if you kind of notice there, that's how dumb that hitbox is.
Yeah, he moves a lot faster on those runs,
Yeah.
so it makes it much harder.
And to note, every time you miss that's about a 40-second time loss if you miss that hit. It's very easy because you're fighting those ice physics and trying to get yourself into the perfect position. So it's very, very finicky.
Yeah, it's another one of these bosses that takes a long time casually. Like, took me days to beat this guy the first time.
This is also, again, we do weekly races, and so many races have been lost because people miss these final hits. Michael Goldfish is actually pretty good at not missing them in our races and doing what we call scoops. We'll be leading Goldfish, the world record holder, for like the entire race, and we'll miss like 8 hits here, and he'll slip right in and take first place.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
going
So
to
as you
phase
see,
3
he had to
now.
go through that entire extra phase because he missed the 6th hit there.
So right here, he's going to shoot all these platforms up. There are 3 or so different patterns. We're looking for a specific one, which he didn't get. We call it the Piss Your Pants RNG because all of the platforms just fall from left to right very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So it saves like stupid amount of time. It's like 3 or 4 seconds.
It's 5 seconds if he gives you bad RNG there. So again, this game is not like super terrible about RNG. It's still kind of odd that in a game with again, shout outs to Retro for making a really good speed game, but why are there these like super random stupid pieces of RNG in our levels? Anyways, going on. You guys did good.
Also, we're going to get ready on time after
So yeah, get ready on time. It's coming up here pretty soon.
his final punch animation.
Yeah, it's not on the last hit.
It's not on the last bop, it's on the punch. You'll know, it's the punch every boss takes.
So just like the 6th hit, these last 3 hits he's going to be moving very fast. Again, still dealing with ice physics, so...
One good thing about the last cycle is that you do lose the ice physics. This is actually the least punching
See it.
cycle.
Also, I need to jump a bit earlier on this one, otherwise he doesn't do a 9th run.
Nice.
And time.
Nice. What was it?
I put a little early.
Oh, okay. 135? Seems good. What was the time?